Hi, I'm Prasad Kamath. I'm a participant of this SPS class facilitated by Hiren. And there are two aspects I want to talk about over here. The one is the content of this program, and second is the facilitation aspect. So the content of this program was very interesting. And when we started on day one, I was a little disappointed because what was taught as the NEXUS framework sounded very similar to Scrum, the Scrum framework. But coming to think of it, that's actually the strength of NEXUS, because Scrum.org, if they were to come up with a framework that was entirely different from what people are practicing in the form of Scrum, obviously adoption of that framework would be very difficult. So I would believe that is one of the strengths of NEXUS, and I think it makes logical sense for any organization that is already using Scrum to use the NEXUS framework to scale up. And given the fact that today a lot of organizations are growing very fast, this is something that is going to be really very essential to a lot of organizations. And particularly the practices, the 40 plus practices that NEXUS recommend. I think we covered quite a lot of them in a fair bit of detail, and I think the strength of the NEXUS framework lies in the practices, because the framework as such is very similar and it kind of overrides the underlying Scrum framework. But I think the power is in the practices, and the more effectively these practices are implemented, the better the results would be. Now, as far as the facilitation is concerned, there are two things that I particularly liked about this, and the first is I didn't have to suffer death by PowerPoint. So I'm absolutely allergic to PowerPoint slides, so I really don't appreciate instructors reading out of a slide. And this was one such session where I did not see Hiren reading out of a slide, because it does not really help. So that was really good. And secondly, there were a lot of discussions and a lot of exercises which, though at some time they were a little tangential, but overall they really helped, because it helped put things in a very good perspective. So all in all, I would recommend anybody who is already implementing Scrum and who is looking at gaining some understanding of how to scale, right? Scale teams or scale projects or scale the work that you're doing, to consider this program, because I think everybody in a class would find something of use to him or her. I'm quite confident of that. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Prasad.